If you're doing communications, and this is why I'm assuming you're here, you're losing all your time in order to make everything visual, everything text related, to be perfectly fine and aligned with the business or the organization that you're working for. And yet, when you are releasing something without it being checked for accessibility, you are inquiring a huge blow to all the efforts of you, your team, and all the teams inside of your organization. Hello, everyone. I'm a PhD in psychology. My name is Dilan Manolov, and I am the founder of OmniMe Access Lab. This is my PR agency which builds accessibility in the regular PR flow. So, when you are ironing out everything in terms of the visuals of your campaign or whatever you're doing, you're doing an incredible service to the brand or the organization that you're working for. But in the same time, all the meticulousness, all the planning, all the messaging that your organization is trying to bring out there is thrown out the window in the moment that you decide that everything is cleared for publication without being checked for accessibility. And what I mean by that is that we, people with disabilities, are using a layer of code, like a hard code that you can use and your organization should use in order to understand what's out there in the digital world, but in the physical world as well. We are getting to it slowly. Um, so what I mean is that if in this photo or in this video that you spend crazy amounts of planning, of talking to people, talking to talent, being edited up to the standards of your organization, you're throwing it out of the window when you decide, for example, not to throw in an alternative text or an alt text designed by you again. Because what's happening is that there are AIs, different MLs, different workflows situated on servers, situated on smartphones or on computers or whatever, which are trying to help um, uh, explain us what's out there. And they're going to tell to us image. The image contains a bottle of liquid against the blue sky. And this is all fine. In the picture, it can be a bottle against the blue sky. But did you design this picture to say this? Did you align the sticker to be visible? The sticker to be held by a talent that you approve? Did you design the outfit of this person that's holding your bottle of your product to be intact with the brand name and the brand story and the brand awareness that you are trying to build by getting out there and publishing your content time and time again? Of course you do. Of course you do, but without an alt text, this is what my device is telling me. A bottle with liquid against a blue sky. They are not telling me about a talent. They are not telling me what brand this bottle is. And your message is thrown out the window. But you might say, we don't tend to have much people with disabilities as clients. There are not that many. They're using other people to help them shop. These are stupid reasons, but these are reasonable reasons. Okay, I get you. Your real trouble begins with the fact that regular search and search done by Google, done by whatever, uses the same layer of tech that our devices, our screen readers, our eye trackers for people who cannot use their hands, they're using the same layer that you have to build. And how regular search is understanding what's in this picture is exactly the alt text that you decided not to put in. You decided not to put in because you don't have much clients who are blind, because you are selling something visual, because you never saw them in your shops, you never saw them in your raw data. It's harder to see them because you didn't build the accessibility to. You cannot see behind a person who is not using, because a lot of decision makers in digital and e-com, they are all throwing at me very strange reasoning. We don't see this in our data. We don't get that many screen reader users. Yes, because a screen reader user might count on a person who is sighted to shop for them exactly because they cannot rely on you, because you are hard to understand, hard to navigate, and hard to bear. And this is why a person with a screen reader is begging a user who can see to help them shop in your place without accessibility, in your place which is hard to navigate and understand by a person with a disability, because you are not building accessibility time and time again. But in the same time, as I told you, searches are using exactly the same things. If you have an alt text, when a regular person or a person with disability is searching for a bottle of Bior Avash perfume, the search is going to understand that Bior Avash is in this picture because someone in Bior Avash or in the shops which are selling Bior Avash took the time to actually write an alt text. A bottle of Bior Avash held by a young lady against the blue sky. Yeah, and the regular search and my screen reader together are going to be understanding what you wanted to do with the visual that you took. It's both me and the regular search. And the funnier part is, it's even funnier layer here, that the AI searches are using the same layer of information too. So when you build an accessibility vigorous process, you're helping your clients with disabilities. You're helping the people without disabilities who are searching on the internet. Amongst the more than 7 billion people in our world today, maybe 5 people all across the globe search for products. This is a thing that people generally don't do. So this is why you don't need the accessibility and the people to understand, and the regular search to understand what it is in your visuals. And you equally don't need people without and with disabilities to search in AI chats for products and be recommended your products exactly just because you threw in you approved by you, your organization, alt text in an image that you spent crazy amounts of money on doing, and you just decided that you are throwing it out there and and let the regular search, or let the regular AI search workarounds figure out what's in that picture. Let the built-in screen readers, eye trackers, and stuff like this understand what it is, what you try to communicate visually. So here comes my question. If you're so comfortable leaving your visuals to randomized search results understanding what it is in your picture, randomized AI workflows figuring out exactly what it is that's portrayed on your image, figure out built-in screen readers and eye trackers and everything else, figure out what it is that you wanted to say in this visual, then why you're bothering shooting this content at all? If everything can be led to such a randomized game by chance, you can just take the bottle of Biora Vash and just shoot at it and upload it, and don't improve it, and don't lose time on creating with talent, ironing out your core message, ironing out the message of your brand, of your organization. Why don't you do that? Because visuals are selling, because properly written texts are selling, right? Yeah, they do sell. They do sell. But the other thing which is selling and which is helping you be easier to find by digital workflows is accessibility. The same thing which is empowering people with actual disabilities to shop. Because out there on the streets, I don't know if you've ever paid attention, but in recent times, there are slopes on our walkways. These slopes were built for people in wheelchairs, but it's all of us who are using it. Because you are not a wheelchair user, you are just not destroying it so that you can climb with your own feet on the walkway and walk without using it. It's easier for you too. This is how digital accessibility works in digital spaces as well. People with actual clients with disabilities are understanding that your brand and your brand only are creating this visual for this purpose, and this visual is coming together with brand aligned alt text, just how much as the visuals are brand aligned and the product text is brand aligned. And in the same time, because regular search and AI search are using the same layer of tech, they are going to throw their results higher for you, because they too can understand what it is that you did and what it is that you want to communicate and who you are trying to get in front of their eyeballs. Yes, I am a blind person and I'm talking about eyeballs. Do you have a problem with this? So this is what I'm trying to get out there as a message, because OmniMe Access Lab just secured this last week support from America for Bulgaria organization and from the Association of Bulgaria's Leaders and Entrepreneurs. And it was quite empowering that those organizations are staying behind my back, and that they can understand what accessibility built in your entire PR flow is giving you as an actual advantage. Yes, you are working for people with disabilities, but you are actually improving in measurable ways how your brands, your products, your services are being discovered. So let's talk and let's make you more discoverable. Like, share, and subscribe.